Hello Pisces, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? Welcome to your love and life reading focusing on the first half of September 1st through the 15th, 2019. General reading. As always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single Pisces out there. Please do take from it what makes sense for your life, your situation, your relationship, and release the rest. I do offer private readings if you're interested in that, and all of the information to get one is down below in the description box. I'll also have a list of all of the card decks that I feature typically during my readings. All right, guys? So Pisces, let's go ahead and start off with your focus messages for this reading. I'm starting off with the C Melodies card deck. And let's take a look and see, focusing on the first half of September, what messages need to come through for you guys this time. We do have guidance coming through. Find safety in your beacon's light. So to me, you might be guided towards a particular path this first half of September. So pay attention to the signs that are going on around you possibly. Or if you have a gut feeling that you are intuitively being guided to take, pay attention to that, okay? Let's grab one more. One more focus card, please, angels and spirit guides for Pisces for this first half of September. Let's get one more. Opportunity. I hope you guys can see this. I know that there's a glare here. Opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. Okay, so as far as opportunities that are coming your way this first half of the month, there are certainly new opportunities I do feel are coming your way, and don't let anyone steer you away from that particular course that you're on or want to be on. Okay, if you brave the rough seas. So what that's telling me too is that you might have challenges on the way to taking advantage of those opportunities, but just don't let yourself get deterred by whatever obstacles come your way. Okay, just stay on course. All right, I also wanted to pull a focus message from the Whispers of Healing deck. So let's grab one for you, Pisces. So what we have so far is that there are opportunities that are coming your way this first half of September, and you are being guided to do certain things, be on a particular path this first half of the month. All right, let's grab another focus card from the Whispers of Healing deck. Let me fan this out and choose one. What do we have here? Get clear. Kind of makes sense with what's here so far. Get clear about what it is that you want, where it is that you want to be, or in regard to a relationship, who is it that you want to be with, So let's see how that plays itself out during this reading, Pisces. Let me set this aside so I have a little bit more room here. All right, so for the first half of September, I've been starting off with Twin Flame Shadows deck by Mystic Moon. This taps into the darker energies of a relationship, a situation, what is beneath the surface, what is hidden. So aspects of the connection, whoever it is that you're thinking about for this reading, that you might not even be aware of from this person. Okay, so let's take a look at that and let's see what is in the shadows of I cannot speak this time. What is in the shadows of this connection? This is like the second take for this Pisces reading because I kept getting tongue-tied. So perhaps some of you guys really need to say something, but you're holding back or you're hesitant. That might be part of that energy. Ooh, we have lust coming through here. Somebody might be lusting after you, Pisces, or this could be your energy where there's somebody that you're fixated on and you are wanting this person. We do have, that get clear focus card there. So definitely make sure that if you're going after a particular person that you feel a lot of passion and lust for, make sure that it's not an unhealthy fixation and that this is somebody who's actually free to be pursued and welcome in a relationship with you. Okay, so that's something to consider. But there is that lust card coming forward. What else, please, for Pisces, angels and spirit guides for the first half of September? What else is in the shadows? Man, this keeps coming up in a lot of the readings. There's that stagnant energy. There's not a whole lot of movement. So more than likely for some of you, you are in separation from someone that you have in mind for this reading. You know, but there's that lust energy. So I feel that there's a lot of sexual tension. Perhaps you guys have been in an intimate relationship with each other, but I feel if there is distance between the two of you, you're still remembering the times that you guys were together sexually, and there's a lot of passion there. There's a lot of fire, magnetic energy between the two of you, but there is stagnant energy here. So let's take a look and see what's going on there. We have to pull more cards. Let's see what else is in the shadows, Pisces. What else is going on here? Escapist. So there's somebody coming through here that wants to escape a situation, escape a relationship. Perhaps Pisces. Okay, this is what I'm getting from this. So take it if it resonates. You know, some of you guys may have been committed in a relationship in the past and you want to escape that relationship because it's kind of run its course. There is stagnant energy there and you're no longer interested in being with this person. And there's somebody else that you may be fixated on that perhaps you guys have already had a sexual encounter. You are already with this person. You feel a lot of lust and passion for that person, but for whatever reason, you guys are not together. So you got to get clear about what it is that you want. What are you being guided to do? Perhaps you had the opportunity to fix this, but you either didn't take any action if there is that stagnant energy, or you might have held back for whatever reason. Maybe you were afraid to take action, you know, so let's see. But part of that escapist energy is that you're wanting to break free from something or someone in your life, Pisces. And you know what's interesting? I just noticed. Okay, so I typically tap into divine masculine energy from this card, since we do have a male figure there. What I'm feeling here is, since their mouth is covered up, you know, that you're unable to speak to this person, or you don't know what to say to get the conversation started. Something is holding you back from talking to this person. That's a part of that energy that I just picked up on. What else, please, for Pisces? What else is in the shadows of this connection for Pisces, please, angels and spirit guides? Please bring it forward for me. What else? What else is in the shadows? Pisces, please bring it forward, angels. Interesting. Envious. Someone's either envious of you, Pisces, or you are envious of someone else. I'm going to set that aside right there. Are you envious of someone? You know, the person that you feel lust for, have they moved on to another relationship? Are you wanting to say something to this person, but you can't? Or have they ghosted you? What I'm feeling here, especially for my divine masculines tuning in, or whoever the divine masculine is in this scenario, is that they're unable to have the person that they want. They want to escape a situation, escape a relationship that they were previously committed to. They are envious of a person, or perhaps you, Pisces, are envious of a person that you are into, feel a lot of passion for. They may have moved on to another relationship. You are envious of this connection that they've moved on to. Of course, that could be reversed too, and the person you're thinking about may be envious of you if you've moved on and they're feeling lustful towards you. It could go either way. But I'm feeling here, Pisces, that for some of you guys, it could be you. that has a lot of lust and passion for this person, but you can't be with them for some reason. Interestingly enough, part of this opportunity focus card that's here, I feel it is a lost opportunity between you and this individual. So we'll see as the reading progresses if there's a chance to reconnect or have a reconciliation with this person. Let's see. Projecting energy coming forward there. Okay, so what is it that you are projecting out into this universe in regards to this connection? Because part of that projecting energy, guys, is to devise in your mind or to plan or figure or estimate for the future what it is that you want, you know, though, tapping into those opportunities. What are you being guided to do by way of your actions? You got to get clear about what it is that you want. If you're unclear, truly, in your mind space, in your heart space about this connection, it's very difficult for the universe to step in and bring you what it is that you are wanting. And also part of that projecting energy is how you are outwardly displaying your emotions to other people, how you are externally portraying yourself to be to others. You know, perhaps you're trying to be stronger than you actually are on the inside. Perhaps you're hurt. Perhaps you are feeling lost at the moment. But on the surface, you know, you're trying to have other people believe that you're actually okay, that you're fine, you've got everything put together in your life and that everything's okay. But what's coming through in the shadows is that it actually isn't going well. And that you're unfulfilled. What I'm feeling here is unfulfilled energy from you, Pisces, because there's an imbalance that I'm feeling here because you're not with the person that you ultimately want to be with. That's what I'm feeling, you know. And for some of my divine masculines, as I had mentioned, it's because you haven't either told the divine feminine or whoever it is that you want to express your feelings to that you haven't expressed what's in your heart. So they really don't know fully, excuse me, what's happening in your heart space. So yeah, get clear about what you want and just say it, you know, especially if you're holding back from speaking up and telling this person how you feel, you know, because you're coming forward with stagnant energy. You have lust for somebody. You want to escape a situation, potentially envious of somebody that's moved on to another connection, probably. And again, guys, that could be reversed. It could be the person that you're thinking about that is demonstrating all of this. All right, let's grab some psychic tarot to add to this for you, Pisces. Let's see what else. What else needs to come through for Pisces? Oh, that's a nice card. Okay, this is the Ace of Swords. That is a triumphant success. That's tapping into air energy for some of you guys. So the person you're thinking about could be a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. That's power, you know, victory. Finally having clarity in regard to a particular situation. And part of that clarity is tapping into this get clear energy here. So that's a good thing. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know for Pisces, please? Angels and spirit guides for the first half of September. What's going on in love? What's going on in life? 8 of Wands. Another really nice card. And I love how that is falling right below stagnant energy. So it's not going to be stagnant for long because I do feel ultimately, Pisces, you will either finally take action or the other person will. More than likely, I do feel it falls on your lap to take action here. Accelerated motion. Things are going to ultimately start moving rather quickly once you finally take that first step towards who it is that you want to be with. Accelerated motion. For some of you guys, that is fire energy. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius for some of you guys thinking about this particular person for this reading. This is movement, finally. Much needed movement. A far cry from that stagnant energy right there. What else? What else, Pisces? What else do we need to know, angels and spirit guides, for Pisces, please? First half of September. In love and life, what else do we need to know, please? Nice. Fertility coming through there. That is the Empress in traditional tarot. Once again, that actually is tapping into earth signs. So Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus for some of you guys. This is manifestation of growth. Another really beautiful card. Because when we have stagnant energy in a relationship or in a situation, there's not a whole lot of movement. There is no growth. So finally, with this Eight of Wands right here, we've got the triumphant success from the Ace of Swords, and now we've got the Empress bringing forward much needed growth in a situation in your life. Success, finally. The type of success that brings you freedom and abundance. So if things, especially in regard to your finances, have been a little bit tight, that is going to improve for you. And even though Empress energy brings forward divine feminine energy, this could also certainly apply to my divine masculines if you're tapping into that. It could also, of course, represent Mother Earth, a loving mother in your life, or this could be indicative for my divine feminines that you are the mother figure that's being represented here. For some of you, you might actually be expecting at this time, or you may already have children with this person that you're thinking about, or you already have children from previous relationships, and this would have created a blended family for some of you. The Empress taps into feelings, emotions, our intuition. It's time to get out more as well. So for those of you guys who've kind of gone into hermit mode and you haven't been socializing, you just haven't been wanting to interact as much with people in your life, this is a reminder for you to start getting out more. Break free from that hermit mode. But this is ultimately promise of future success here for you, Pisces. So that's actually really, really nice. 3 beautiful cards right next to each other. Let me grab one more here. One more message for Pisces, please. What else do we need to know here? For the first half of September, angels and spirit guides. What else does Pisces need to be aware of at this time? We have the Seven of Cups coming through. Choose wisely. So we've got water energy. So this is your very own energy here, guys. It could also be tapping into Cancer and Scorpio energy for some of you, but there are options that are here. This taps into your faith, as well as your illusions, your fantasies, your imagination. Who is it that you are fantasizing about, Pisces? What is it that you are imagining for your life, for yourself? Not only in regard to your love relationships, but whatever aspect of your life that you have been dreaming about, envisioning for yourself. What needs improvement? What opportunities have shown up for you that perhaps you didn't recognize? You got to get clear about what it is that you want. And once you do that, things will start manifesting for you. But you have choices, okay? And you have to tread lightly because not all of those choices are going to be good ones for you. You have to be very discriminating about who it is that you allow into your life, as well as opportunities that you entertain. Okay? So choose wisely, but you will have many opportunities here. That's tapping into that energy. You know, lots of opportunities coming in for Pisces. Some good, some not so great. So you have to be very wise in your choice making processes here, okay? All right, guys, so let's add to this with some romance angels. What else do we need to know in regard to love and romance for Pisces, please, angels and spirit guides? What else do we need to know for you, Pisces, for this first half of September? In love, in romance. Who is it that you want to get away from, and who is it that you're lusting after? Let's see which of these scenarios these cards will address. Please bring it forward for Pisces. Oh, wow, look at this. True love. Look at the card below. Okay, separation. You are, Pisces, in separation from somebody that you feel is your true love. That's what's coming through here. You have a lot of passion for this person, but for whatever reason, you haven't been possibly able to express truly what's in your heart for this individual. For some of you guys, part of the reason why there's that stagnant energy is because you're unable to speak to this person because of the distance, and or for some of you, they have already moved on to another relationship and you feel as though, you know, you've got that inability to speak to this person that you have a lot of lust and passion for. But, you know, again, make sure that this is not a toxic type fixation or obsession with somebody that you know you can't be with. But yeah, true love is here. This is your romance of a lifetime, but you are in separation from this person, Pisces. That's for some of you. Okay, so let's add to the conversation with some dialogue here. So let's start off with the Divine Feminine. This is the Twin Flame Messages Volume 1 deck by Mystic Moon. You don't have to identify with a twin flame connection, guys. That's just the name of the card deck. So let's see, you know, words, thoughts, feelings, emotions that the divine divine feminine. The divine feminine needs to express to her divine masculine, or whoever it is the divine feminine needs to talk to or express. What is in her heart space that needs to be released? What does she need to say at this time? And even though I'm saying she, you know, it could certainly be males as well, divine masculines. It could be reversed. So take these messages for however way they're making sense for you. All right, let's see. I'm reminded of you constantly. So since I am tapping into divine feminine energy here, there is a divine feminine that is thinking about the divine masculine all the time. And this other card, I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. Perhaps that's part of that stagnant energy that is here because the divine feminine was not able to express truly what was in her heart. Interesting. Look at this bottom of the deck from the divine feminine. How could you still love me after all I've done? So perhaps part of the reason why the divine masculine is unable to speak here is because the divine feminine hurt him. So if you're the divine masculine, Pisces, perhaps there is a divine feminine you're thinking about for this reading that hurt you. That could certainly be reversed, though. You know, it doesn't have to be so gender specific, guys. Okay, so just take it for however it's making sense for your situation. All right, so let's add to this with some Twin Flame Messages Volume 2 messages by Mystic Moon once again. Whoever is identifying with the divine masculine side of the messages, what words, thoughts, feelings, emotions need to be expressed from the divine masculine standpoint? What is it that he needs to express, get off his chest? But the divine feminine still thinking about the divine masculine. Oh, wow. Look at that. You're all I've ever wanted. You're all I've ever wanted. Look at this bottom card here, guys. The thought of you still does things to me. And the card after that, you still hold a piece of my heart. Pisces. Wow. You guys are still thinking about each other. There's lustful energy here. There are choices. But Pisces, there's somebody out there that you're in separation from that you feel is your true love. You still want them. They still hold a piece of your heart. Whether you are divine feminine, whether you are divine masculine, it doesn't matter. You know, these messages could be switched. They could be reversed. So, you know, if it's resonating with you, whatever side it's on, take it. You know, it's meant for you. I want to add to this. Okay, let's add to the conversation. So, Twin Flame, Soulmate, Unspoken Messages by Waite Tarot. Once again, divine feminine energy. What else does she need to say? Angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward for me. What else does the divine feminine need to say here? What else needs to come through here? Divine feminine, what else do you need to say to whoever it is that you need to say it to? Do you see that, guys? Truly, madly, deeply. And look at this bottom card. I'm sorry. I have a divine feminine here who is apologizing for her actions. Because again, I'm feeling that there's a divine feminine that you're thinking about, Pisces, that hurt you. How could you still love me after all I've done? And I'm sorry. An apology from the divine feminine or whoever is identifying with that. Wow. All right, so let's add to this with some additional messages for the divine masculine. This is now volume 2, Unspoken Messages by Waite Tarot. Wow, this dialogue between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. There's apologies. You guys are still thinking about each other. Clearly, the divine masculine still wants the divine feminine. And the divine feminine is apologizing for her actions. What else, please, does the divine masculine have to say here? What else needs to come through? Oh my goodness. The universe keeps reminding me that we belong together. Do you see that, guys? From the divine masculine standpoint, you're all I've ever wanted. The thought of you still does things to me. You still hold a piece of my heart. The universe keeps reminding me that we belong together. Good Lord, look at this bottom of the deck card, guys. When we first kissed, I felt tingles that activated my DNA of our past lives together. So perhaps you guys were connected in a previous life, and perhaps that's why you guys connected in this lifetime. But clearly I have a divine masculine here who wants to reconnect with a divine feminine. So Pisces, take that for however way it's making sense for you. There's an apology here from someone that you are in separation from. But if you are divine feminine, Pisces, then you are apologizing to your divine masculine. This could also apply to same-sex relationships, guys, okay? But wow, there's still love here between two people that are in separation, and clearly you guys may potentially be each other's true love. This is the romance of a lifetime for both of you, but you're not together at this time. You're not together at this time. Okay, so let's add to this with some signs from Spirit, Love Oracle. So angels and spirit guides, tapping into Pisces energy, please. What else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know for Pisces? First half of September. Hammer, force. To me, when that comes through, and it makes sense that we do have the get clear focus card coming through here, because basically what this is saying is that you cannot force someone to be with you. You can't force someone to take certain actions to be in your life, or you can't manipulate them into doing things that they don't want to do. This could certainly apply to you as well, Pisces. Nobody can force you to be with someone that you don't want to be with. That's part of this escapist energy. If you want to escape from a situation, a relationship that you feel you no longer belong in, then you can walk. You can take action towards manifesting a better future for yourself. Take advantage of the choices that are coming forward from that Seven of Cups, but make sure that your choices are good ones, because not all of those choices are actually going to be better choices for you. So you have to be very wise about what you do moving forward. You're being guided towards a particular path. So you can't force a situation into happening. You can't fit a circle into a square. And if you are trying to manipulate someone into being in your life by way of a relationship especially, you can't do that. So this is a reminder that you can't force things into happening. It needs to happen on its own. It needs to just go with the flow. And part of going with the flow is just taking a step back and allowing life to happen. And look at this bottom card here. We do have 3, 3, 3. Trinity, mind, body, soul. You are in the zone. Express your true, authentic self. Yeah, it's time. For those of you guys who feel that you can't speak up, there's that stagnant energy because you're unable to express yourself. And the messages that came through here are unexpressed. These are things that you want to say, but you haven't had a chance to say them. You're in the zone. Take advantage of this energy. If you happen to be seeing this number a lot, it's trying to grab your attention, to be true to yourself, regain balance in your life. Tap into your mind, body, and soul and find balance there. And that will allow you to get clear about what it is that you need to do so that you can manifest what it is that you want in your life. Look at this card after that. We do have cards which is tapping into fate. Whenever this card comes through, this to me taps into destiny. So perhaps the person that you feel you are in separation from and you feel that they are your true love, you have a lot of passion for this individual, not only sexually, but certainly in your heart space. You feel that it's a very magnetic connection with this individual. Perhaps you feel as though you guys are spiritually connected the way soulmates and twin flames are, okay? But this is a fated destiny. This is somebody that you are ultimately meant to be with in this lifetime. So even though you guys are in separation right now, we've got a triumphant success indicated by that Ace of Swords. We've got the Eight of Wands tapping into movement here. Manifestation of growth from the Empress. And you've got choices that you need to make in your life, Pisces. So you're being given opportunities here. That's part of those two focused messages that came through for you. You're being guided towards a particular path. So take advantage of those energies this first half of September. There's a reason why it's coming through here for you. So don't let those opportunities pass you by, because it's, just like the Wheel of Fortune, it's constantly turning, and it's your turn to take advantage of these amazing energies that are coming through here for you. All right, guys? All right, so let's add to this because I feel there's more. All right, let's grab some Lover's Oracle here to add to this. Let me set these guys aside, but damn, there's a person here that you're in separation from, Pisces, that wants you still. And I feel that there's somebody out there that you're wanting. That lust energy doesn't just come forward for everybody, but it's coming forward for you. Okay, we've got a card flying out. And I'm grabbing this bottom card. All right, what flew out? Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. Exactly what I was saying. You will be surprised where it leads. Yeah. So it's pretty much reiterating what I had already expressed. You got to go with the flow of where life is leading you, wherever it is that it is guiding you, Pisces. It's trying to tell you something, okay? And you also have transformation. Sorry for the glare. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Amazing. Okay, especially again, you guys are true love individuals. You feel that this person is your person. Even though you guys are in separation more than likely at this time, energetically, vibrationally, you guys are still feeling each other. There's still love here. There's still love here between you and this individual, Pisces, you know, so don't let those opportunities pass you by. Speak up. You got to really express what is in your heart. Let them know, especially if you have not fully expressed what is in your heart before. You know, it's time. And that's what's going to start movement in the situation here. Because there is promise of a future success. You can have it. You can have it. Okay? All right. So let's add to this with some angel answers. So if there is a particular question that you have in mind, Pisces, think of that now. Clear your mind and focus on that question. And if you don't, that's okay. Let's just simply allow the angels to bring forward whatever messages need to come through from the Angel Answers deck. You don't have to resonate with each and every card that comes through from here. Take it for however way it makes sense for your life, your situation. So angels and spirit guides for Pisces. Oh my God. Okay, this is it. A second reference to opportunities coming your way, Pisces. Don't let this time pass you by without making some wise choices for yourself. This is what's going to bring you that much needed movement that you've been wanting to get you out of this stagnant energy. You can do it. 2 references, guys, to opportunities coming your way. Do not let that pass you by. And I cannot make this stuff up. Look at the bottom card. Communicate clearly. Sound familiar? Look at this. Get clear. Communicate clearly. A second reference letting you know, Pisces, that once you're very clear about what it is that you want, it doesn't just have to be in regard to your relationships, love matters, it's anything and everything going on in your life, whatever it is that needs clarity at this time. First half of September is allowing you to take advantage of new opportunities coming your way. You got to be clear about what it is that you want. If you're familiar with the law of attraction, you know, when you put it out there and you know exactly what it is that you want, then the universe can act on your behalf to bring it towards you. And if what you are wanting is to be able to manifest union with your true love that you are in separation from, you can have that. You can have it. It takes action on your part to speak up, put it out into the universe, what it is that you truly want. You know, sometimes when we're holding in certain things that we're wanting, our goals, our dreams, and we're not speaking it, we're not putting it out there vibrationally. So it's very difficult to be able to manifest those things. Sometimes it just takes you having to say it, even if you're by yourself. Just say it. It's like, I want this. I wasn't sure that I wanted this before, but I want it now. Just say it, guys. Don't be afraid to speak it and put it out there vibrationally. You'll be shocked as to what it is that you're actually able to manifest. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this reading, guys. Some pretty amazing messages coming through here. So I hope that whoever this did resonate with, that it helps you guys, okay? that's pretty much it. If you're interested in a personal private reading from me, all of that information is down below in the description box. I will be back very soon, guys, with my bonus readings. And if you're familiar with my channel, I'll always have some additional readings throughout the month. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.